topic is called Upgrade Your Priesthood Activities. The text is Revelations chapter 5 and verse 10. Upgrade your priesthood activities. And has made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. That's God's gift for your life. But for it to be actualized, you need to upgrade the priesthood part of you. The kings is the one they will see. The priest is the background, releasing the fire and the power. You are first a priest before you are a king. Kings don't run up and down. Your priesthood powers your kingship. The office of a king is in the palace. The office of a priest is on the altar. As a priest, the oil God puts upon your head is the oil of consecration. We've been separated unto him. As a king, the oil he puts on your head is the oil of coronation to reign on his behalf. And consecration empowers coronation. If you are not strong in your priesthood, you'll be weak on the throne. That is why if you sleep on the altar, the scepter will slip out of your hand. The strength of your reign is on the strength of your altar. And you won't like this, but it's the truth. God is as powerful as your prayers. If your prayer is weak, God will be weak to you. God is as powerful as your prayers. Don't allow the enemy to deceive you. There's some believers, they don't pray long, they don't pray deep. You are being set off for an attack. You are like a fattened calf being set off for an attack. It sets you up and you don't know it. It's a dangerous terrain when a Christian lives in what they call, it doesn't have a prayer point. When you don't have a prayer point, because Satan has made you point and kill fish to kill, it's setting you up and you don't know it. You can't reign in life as a king unless you're strong on the altar. Prayer. Give yourself prayer. Don't give yourself excuse. Give yourself to prayer. Much prayer, much reigning. The hand that holds the censer is what the priest uses to give up the incense, which is the prayer of the saints. It's the hand that holds the censer, the great scepter. Give yourself to much prayer. Give yourself to much prayer. Give yourself. Stretch yourself. Stretch yourself. The king sits on the throne. The throne sits on the altar. So what does that tell you? If your throne is shaking, it's because your altar is not stable. Many believers believe in running around, people begging up and down. If you spend that time on your altar, people will run around you. Why do you think all the planets move around the sun? How come it's not the sun moving around them? Because only the sun has heat. None of the rest have heat. What does that tell you? That's why invitation they invite you is an insult to you, but you don't know it. Have you asked yourself, how come everything is running around the sun? What's happening now? Over 55 trillion planetary bodies all moving around one sun. Don't not move. It's got the heat. It's got the fire. They don't have it. They don't have it. You won't command respect until you command fire and you first. If your altar, if your throne is cold, it's because there's no fire on your altar. No fire there. So your word means nothing to people. There are some people they invite to come and talk for just 1 hour, and they pay them 17 million naira 1 hour. They can call you to come and 30 days, they give you honorarium of 200 naira. Transport to go home. But there's no fire in what you're saying. No fire in what you're saying. Just motivation. You are ordered to stand and talk, people will be crying, weeping, conversion taking place. Why? There's fire. It's not what they say, it's the power behind what they say. So you can go and copy the same gimmicks. And the man do like this. It don't work. It's not in the gimmicks. It's not in the method. It's in the man. Give yourself to it. The time you run about people, run around God. And say, let me put fire on my altar. The power that sustains the kingship is the priesthood. Is the altar burning? Is there fire on your altar? It is a dangerous thing for you to create an altar only when you have troubles. Very dangerous. You don't create altar in case you have trouble. You create your altar because your life depends upon it. And every altar you put sacrifice. Is that not so? Sacrifice on it. Intensive time in praying. And then your destiny births. There's what is called the destiny image. What God sees you in the future becoming. There's what we call the present image. How you look like now. What to match your present image to your destiny image is prayer. It's a prayer. 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 If there's a yawning gap, or what they call a dichotomy, or what they call space between your present image and your destiny image, it's because you're not praying. You won't become what God says you become because He says so. You become because you pray yourself into it. You pray yourself into it. Great men are shaped by prayers. You pray yourself into it. God says so. But it's a prayer that will cause you to say so. And then you become it. The more you pray, the closer you are taking the shape of your destiny image. When you take on that image, behold your destiny, you become it. The world won't hear you because you have insight. The world will hear you because you have prayer to bear that insight. Don't you know, haven't you seen in papers, I see some powerful things, some people powerful, they call it words on marble. Because the person is not known, they call it anonymous. Those ones are powerful, but it's not known. Yet, other people who are not, they will say something that someone can say, if you are big, you will reign. You lose small, Abi. Let an important person say so, because what's on marble? Abi. What does that tell you? It is your personality that strengthens your words. Your personality that strengthens it. They will be quoting it, everywhere, quoting it. Yet the one that you said is more profound. Nobody will quote it. If they quote, they call it anonymous. It's not known. It's not known. That is why many believers have powerful principles, but no power to birth it. Nobody calls it. People don't, I found out one secret. People don't call you because you can preach. They call you because you have power. I found that out. They know you have the word, but they know you don't have power. So they won't call you. It's the power that changes, that causes transformation to take place in people. And we have a wonderful opportunity in this era to build our prayer life. Now we call for people to come at 5 o'clock. You feel like, I want to rest. It's a choice. But how will your life be in 20 years' time? Ask yourself, how will your life be in 20 years' time? It's sweet to reign. The king just stands with his scepter in his hand and issuing decrees. Kill this one. You leave. But the power that keeps the throne running is on the altar. You sweat on the altar so you can be sweet on the throne. Every word you say will carry power if you stay in the presence of the one who's all powerful. Every word you say. Haven't you had people who go to some people and say, please, I'm going for an interview. Please, just speak the word. Abi, just speak the word. I said, okay, go well. Upari, that is enough. No power to stop that go well. No power stops it. Just one word. Yeah, they will come to you. I want you to pray for me. Oh, Father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Oh, means nothing. The man come back. Ask him. So how's the interview? In fact, they locked me outside. It is not God's time. Not lie. It's God's time. But your power can birth it. We rely on some things. See, maybe it's not God's time. It's God's time. But you don't have enough power to sponsor it. You don't have. You don't have. And don't make a mistake. Don't ever make a mistake. Maybe some of your friends, they don't pray much and things are happening in their lives. They have praying mothers. Is that not so? Like the things your son's enjoying. It doesn't pray, but it's your own. They have traveling mothers who have created the space and they are sponsoring the activity of their son. A man of God says, if the devil comes for his children now, he came too late. Because he has a lot of deposits on his altar to sponsor them through their lifetime. A lot. If the children enter a vehicle, accident what happened that day? Why? A lot of things have gone on the altar. It's an investment. Prayer is an investment. And you begin to have what dividends. Is that also in life? It's an investment. The more prayers you put on, the more investment you have in Jesus' wonderful name. Father, we bless you for this wonderful time we spent in your presence. And we know you have spoken to us. A word of life, word of increase, word of progress, word of confirmation. In Jesus' precious name we have prayed. Can we be on our feet now?